everybody, and welcome to the Kawaii Bookworm Plays with Yarn podcast. I'm Hannah, and I'm a Jersey girl living in Liverpool. Welcome back to all my returning viewers, and hello to any new viewers. Thank you for coming along and watching my videos. It's been a while. It's been an age and a half. If you are a returning viewer, you probably noticed that I said living instead of studying in Liverpool, and that's because I have handed in my dissertation. Woohoo! I am so excited. For the last 4.5 months, I have been working on my dissertation for my master's degree. The last month and a half have pretty much been spent writing 13,500 words. So I wasn't videotaping. I was barely knitting. And I know that's gonna sound crazy because I have quite a bit to talk about over here, but most of this was either done at the very beginning or in the last like 3 days. So let's jump into, I guess, nylon. Just to remind you, the words, you can tell I'm out of practice, can't you? Just to remind you, there is still a knit along happening for the Sorceress scarf by Life is Cozy on Ravelry. That is going until November 1st. I'll talk a little bit more about it when I actually show you the Sorceress scarf whip that I have. But just to remind everyone, that is still happening. There is a chatter group on Ravelry for that, as well as a finished objects thread for that. Please, again, only one post in the finished objects thread unless you have multiple finished Sorceress scarves and fully finished projects. Considering that this will have been going on for about 3 months. So, first things first, finished objects. I have 4 finished objects. I only have 3 of them with me. The first finished object that I'll talk about is the one that I do not have. This was a sock head cowl that I made for my boyfriend. I made it in Ovis yarns. I think it was her BFL nylon base. I don't remember. Don't know where the ball band's gone. But I know it was BFL. I don't know if it was 100% BFL or BFL nylon. It was in her A Walk Through Middle Earth. I always want to say Walk Through Mordor because that's the meme and the line in the movie, but it's A Walk Through Middle Earth. Absolutely gorgeous colors it was. It was a really, really deep blue with like sunset yellow and orange and speckles of like green in it. It was gorgeous. So I made a sock head cowl for my boyfriend because he is an outdoors person, does a lot of walking and kayaking and all that, and he's doing his mountain leader training this week, and he needed that, so sent it off to him. So that's why I don't have it anymore. It turned out really, really nice. If I can figure out how to put a photo in over here, I'll do that, but I don't think I will be able to. I've never been able to figure that out. So on to the next finished object. So a lot of these objects are actually, the finished objects are mostly ones that I casted on before my last episode, except for one thing. So this one is a beanie. The only thing it needs is a pom-pom, and I've been faffing about what pom-pom I want to do. I have this, but I don't know if I like that. I don't know. I'm faffing about. But This is Garth and Nor yarns in, I think, Y. It's their super chunky base, and it is organic yarn, and it was part of their dyed collection that they released in Edinburgh. I bought this in Edinburgh because I was so cold. I did not pack properly because the week before Edinburgh in Liverpool we had a really weird warm spell, and so I was like, I was doing some schoolwork and didn't think about packing properly and did not pack properly. And so I think I was just like, oh, I'll buy chunky yarn, I'll make a hat, I'll be warm. And of course that never happened. I finally got the needles to finish this hat because I needed the next size up from what my interchangeable set ended in. So finally got that, finally finished. The pattern I think is called Tin Star. I'll put it in the description box below. But yeah, I quite like it. I think it does need a pom-pom, just because the decrease round was really quick. It was actually like purl threes to, actually this looks really nice right now. I might leave this on, actually. Oh no, my hair needs to dry. But the decreased round was really weird on it. It was purl threes together, and so it decreased really quickly. And so I think it got a little bit messy in here when I was decreasing. And so I think having a pom-pom will help. I can't decide if I want this kind of pom-pom or if I want like white. I think I want white. I don't know. I can't decide. I'll get that finished for this weekend because I'm going to go walk in Snowdon. The next finished object was something that I casted on while I was working on my dissertation. I needed something that was really quick and easy that I could like pick up and just kind of work on when I was mulling words over, because otherwise it wasn't going to get written. And so I did these barn swallow mitts out of the alpaca yarn that I bought while I was in Isle of Wight. And I really like the pattern. Let's see if you can see it. Maybe if I put it on my hand. I haven't blocked them. I don't think I'm gonna bother blocking them. But it's a really nice pattern. But I have issues with how the pattern was written. So, first of all, when you get to the thumb gusset, you're supposed to start into stockinette, but it doesn't say that until you're almost done with the thumb gusset. So you have to kind of really read ahead and also just take a guess as to whether you're supposed to stop the rib pattern here and just do stockinette on the palm. The next issue that I had was these thumbs are placed in different spots, and you can really see it when you look at them this way. So, can you see how there's this really big stockinette section here, and this one doesn't have as big of a stockinette section? That's because in the pattern they have you put the right one in five stitches in on the thumb, or on the palm, and then this one only has like 2 stitches on the end, or had only 2 stitches on the end, and so it makes it really off center, which doesn't make sense. And then the next problem that I had was it's a knit 2 purl 1 rib at the edge, and they tell you to do that, but you don't have the right amount of stitches you have to add a stitch, and nowhere in the pattern does it tell you that you have to add a stitch. It is a free pattern, so that's probably why there's issues. But at the same time, I feel like those are really, really obvious issues. I still enjoy it. I still followed the pattern because I was, again, I was working on my dissertation, so I didn't want to think about having to fix a pattern. But I think if I ever made these again, I would just use the pattern here and then figure out the thumbs and everything else myself, because that, as I'm looking at it now, that's actually, it really irritates me that they're really off, that this one is really off-centered. But, oh well. I like them, they're comfy, they're alpaca. So, yeah. That was that one. That's finished object number 3. So essentially, I wouldn't recommend this pattern unless you want to modify it, unless you're aware of the modifications that you need to make it look better. Which I hate saying, but at the same time, I think it was one that had a lot of projects on the page, and nowhere did I see anything mentioning these issues. And I think I'm gonna go back and edit my Ravelry project and put that in the notes, just so that whoever makes it next, there is a note there about it. Because I was literally searching through all the projects to see if anybody had said anything about these, and nobody had. And so I was like, am I just crazy, or is there actually something wrong with the pattern? And there is something wrong with the pattern, just nobody's mentioned it. So I'm just glad I didn't pay for it, because I think I would really be upset. I'm just annoyed at it, but I would be really upset if I had paid for the pattern. I'm gonna take a sip of tea if I can reach it. Ooh. And my Stitch mug. I love Stitch. And if you're curious what kind of tea I'm drinking, it's just normal Yorkshire tea. So, nothing fancy. I'm still figuring out how to make a proper brew. Can't make it the way the people, like actual British people can make it. So the last finished object that I have is a finished object that was languishing. This was a project that I started June 2017? Yeah, 2017. June 2017. Right after I graduated from my undergraduate. And the reason it languished was because I was getting really tired of it. The rows were getting really, really long. It's in lace weight yarn. And it's a pattern that like could just go until you're done. And I didn't know if I was done or not yet. So this is the Bone Yard shawl by Stephen West. It's one of his free patterns, and it's really hard to tell any detail because it's lace. Woo! It's a really simple triangle shawl that has, let's see, it's got garter kind of ridges. It's really hard to tell on the camera. I'm sorry, it's totally blowing out and everything. But there's those garter ridges. It does not have a picot bind off. That's just how it blocked. Because I don't have any blocking wires, so getting straight edges is really difficult for me. So the way it was kind of blocking out, where the pins were, it was pulling at the edges like that. And so I was like, I'll do that on purpose. So this is Color Mart yarn. I have no idea what it's in because I lost the piece of paper that was shoved inside of it. It was given to me by one of the lovely ladies of my old knit group in Hawaii. She had ordered it. It got lost in the mail. She told Color Mart, and then it appeared in the mail after the other one had arrived, and they were just like, it's fine. So she was like, I don't need two cones of this. Here, you want it? And so I was like, sure, why not? It's really it's really nice. Not necessarily I feel my colors, though everyone says they are. I don't know. I think I'm gonna make this a gift knit for someone. I know who, but I'm not gonna say who. So I think it'll be a Christmas gift for them. Just cause, but yeah, it's quite nice. I do know it's supposed to have cashmere because I know it's the same base as the, as a cowl that I have that she made for me for graduation. Doesn't really feel like it because I don't think I washed it enough. But, I also hate the smell of fairy soap. That's the, like, kitchen soap here. It's like the equivalent of Dawn in America. And it stinks. I much prefer Dawn. But I didn't know that. And it was cheap. It was £1, so stuck with it. But I think I need to wash this again, but that means I have to block it again. And my friend took her blocking mats back. So, we'll see. I'll gift it to the person and say, if the smell bothers you, I will wash it even more. Or if it doesn't feel as soft, I will wash it as more and deal with that later, essentially. That's a problem for future Hannah. But yeah, so really all I did, it was basically finished. I just finished the last section so that it had the same amount, same length in it, and then I bound off because I was just like, I'm done. I'm done. This needs to be done. So that was my last finished object. The next thing is a tale of woe. I have decided to frog my honeycomb socks. These are them. I'm past the heel. I could get it done, but I don't like working on them. I pick them up, I do one row, and then I put them away for days or weeks or months. I like the pattern. It looks gorgeous. I like the yarn. It looks gorgeous. I just don't like working on it. I don't know if it's because I've lost my sock mojo, if it's the pattern, if it's the yarn. I don't know what it is, but I'm not enjoying it. As well as the fact that it's not so bad on this side, but I've got massive holes in the heels there. Come on, stop focusing on me. But I've got massive holes here where the heels separate. And I've never had that problem before, so I think I'm just gonna rip it out, do something else with this yarn. I have in the same base I have Dead Calm, and I think they would look really nice together as something, but I gotta figure out what. But once I do, I think I'll do that. So that's my tale of woe. It makes me sad, but I'm not enjoying these. And if I'm not enjoying them, if I'm not enjoying making it, and it's not like this, I was not enjoying, I put it away. And when I pulled it out, it was pretty much done. I just needed to bind off. And so, but this still needs at least an inch to it to be finished, and I can't be bothered to do that. So those are going in the frog pond, unfortunately. Which means I'm really only down to 2 projects. I need to buy there's two projects that I really want to cast on for. They're two pullovers. It's the Summer in Norway from the summer issue of Amirisu that came out this summer, and then I have no idea how to pronounce it, but I'm going to say Ixchel, I don't know, Ixchel, I'm going to say. It's the sweater that's on the cover of the Moon issue of Pom Pom Quarterly from this, I think it was the fall issue. I just need to wait for payday so I can purchase that yarn. Planning on doing both of them in Holst yarn. Actually, I've got pretty much all the colors picked out. They're going to be, I'm going to use the same main color for them, just because the main color I chose for Summer in Norway works perfectly for Ixchel, but I really want to use the contrasting color for Summer in Norway, and I don't know what else, the other colors it would work with. I don't think, they're not my colors. They're either not my colors, or they would make it look either like Christmas or Barney, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to do the same main color. I'm okay with that. And then do different contrasting colors. But one of the projects that I am working on that is my work in progress is the Sorcerer's Scarf for the knit-along. I have made it past halfway. It's all tangled up, sorry. Come on. There we go. So I have made it past halfway. I am using Fiber for the People, their DK, hold on. It's their Lofty Base, which is a DK weight at 250 yards per 100 grams, and it's 100% superwash merino. It's super soft, and it's in the Gata Lava Moana Loa colorway. So, it's coming along really nicely. It is about halfway, so I think, I'm not sure. It's for my friend. I sent her a picture with the measurements, told her how big it looks, and it might block out even more. So, I'm one for massive shawls. I love being able to wrap it around and have it like really hang down by my, have the ends hanging down by my waist. So shorter shawls feel weird to me, but this is not for me, it's for my friend. That's the back, sorry. And this is where I was last time I showed you. So I've made quite a bit of progress on this. And this is a shark charm. It's a shark! And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. It's not a difficult pattern. It's a herringbone stitch. It's not difficult to do. It's really quite easy. And I used one whole skein. I'm into the second skein, and I've got one more skein left. So I might use it all, or I might have some left over. Not sure. We'll find out. But that's that whip. The other whip that I have, I've not actually worked on. It's the Resonant Shawl. It's just been sitting for a while. That I will probably pick up again this week. And then the last thing, that I have that I've been working on is my spinning. So I have jumped into the Countess of Blaze samples that I was given, and let's see, there we go. So there was, I think, like 8 or 9 different colors in it, and so I'm just doing, there was a rainbow one, which is this at the bottom here. There's this pink, and then there's this pink, green, blue, red color. So I'm doing those 3 together as kind of a practice, mostly because I don't like pink. So I don't mind if I mess this up. If it doesn't look good, it's fine. Whereas the other colors are like dark greens, dark blues, dark purples. So all colors that I would normally wear. Sorry the light is going a little bit wacky because it's like cloudy, sunny out, and so clouds keep, yeah. But that's what I've been working on. It's coming along. It's like I'm doing this really, really thinly. So yeah, it's fun. But yeah. So now it's time, another sip of tea. But now it's time to pretty much go on to talk story, because that's all that I've been working on in the last 4 weeks. I think it's been 4 weeks. But so that's all I've been working on, and it's talk story time now. Really, I've not done much because of my dissertation. I did go up to Port Sunlight for the pop-up wool show that they had. I did take footage, and I was supposed to do a vlog for it, but I realized today after viewing the footage that I didn't do an introduction to it. I didn't talk at all in it. I was really out of it that day. And B, the footage is not really that great. It's very mediocre. The lighting's a bit weird on some of them. I just didn't do a good job. I was using my new camera for it, and I've never vlogged on it, so I don't really know how to do it. And so I don't want to put out a video with mediocre footage of people's products that they're trying to sell, because while that makes me look mediocre, it also doesn't give them the best of light, even if that had nothing to do with what my vlog is. I don't want to ruin anything for anyone, so I'm just not going to put it out. Really sorry to anyone who was looking forward to seeing that and being able to put it on their website or anything, talk about it. It didn't look good, and I don't want to put a video out that doesn't look good. So there was that. I had a lot of fun that day. It was really nice, really chill day. I was definitely out of it because it was at a point where I had wanted to be about halfway through my dissertation, and I think I only had about 3,000 or 4,000 words when I wanted to have like 6,000 or 7,000. So I just was stressing about that. What else have I done? Yeah, that's really it. Just dissertation. Since I handed in my dissertation, I've like gone out for drinks with people and had a lot of fun. I've also been playing video games. A friend of mine managed to find Kingdom Hearts Remix 1.5 and 2.5 in the store, which is really hard to find, and I bought them while I was still working on my dissertation. I told myself, this is my present, this is my prize when I finish it. And so I've been spending the last couple of days just playing video games and not doing much of anything else. But I'm okay with that. I deserve it. So, cheers. But, yeah, I think that's it. I don't have anything else to talk about. So, yeah. Alright, I'll just say goodbye. Happy knitting, and enjoy your day, week, weekend, whenever you are watching this. Bye!